This data visualization shows the breakdown of the global money supply. Look closely at this tiny sliver down here. That represents all the physical paper cash and coins in circulation. The massive block towering over it, that represents 97% of all global wealth. It doesn't sit in a bank vault, and it isn't printed on paper. It exists entirely as digital ones and zeros floating through cyberspace. We treat that digital wealth as a permanent fixture, but it is completely tethered to fragile physical infrastructure. Your savings account is held together by buried fiber optic cables and temperature-controlled server farms. Now imagine waking up tomorrow morning to a coordinated cyber warfare strike or a catastrophic solar storm hitting the planet. The entire electrical grid goes completely dark. Your phone screen goes black, cellular data drops, and the servers hosting your online life instantly power down. Millions of people would rush to their local ATMs or repeatedly tap their banking apps, only to find dead screens. Without the internet, there is no way to verify your account balance. When the connection breaks, the proof of your ownership goes with it. Your net worth is reduced to a set of inaccessible coordinates in a frozen database. By day 2 of a global internet collapse, blind panic sets in. Millions of citizens march to their local bank branches, demanding to withdraw their life savings in physical cash. This triggers an immediate mathematical crisis because of a system called fractional reserve banking. Modern banks do not keep your money sitting in a lockbox waiting for you. This flowchart illustrates exactly how a deposit works. When you deposit a single dollar, the bank is legally required to keep just 10 cents of it on hand in the vault. They lend the other 90 cents out. The model assumes everyone won't ask for cash at once. A blackout forces millions of simultaneous withdrawal demands onto a system built for a fraction of that volume. Even if the banks wanted to hand over your money, the physical paper bills literally do not exist inside their buildings. Their cash reserves would be completely drained within hours. To prevent systemic collapse, governments would declare indefinite bank holidays, deploying the military to physically lock down all financial institutions. Within 48 hours, every dollar of your hard-earned digital net worth becomes trapped behind a wall of unfunctioning code. Fast forward to day 10. The crisis morphs from a financial problem into a stark issue of physical survival. You walk into a local grocery store to find the shelves completely bare. This diagram outlines the just-in-time supply chain. Grocery stores do not keep large warehouses of backup food. They rely entirely on automated algorithms to ship fresh inventory based on real-time data. Without the internet, logistics networks freeze instantly. Within 72 hours, a city's grocery shelves are picked clean. Try buying a loaf of bread when you can't swipe a credit card, log into an app, or access an ATM. Your purchasing power drops to absolute zero. Almost overnight, the modern economy regresses 500 years. Society defaults back to a raw, localized barter system, where people trade items directly to survive. Paper fiat currency loses its utility as trust in the government fades. The only things that hold real purchasing power are physical, tangible necessities: food, fuel, and historical hard monies like physical gold and silver. If 100% of your wealth is locked in an online brokerage account, you are effectively bankrupt in a barter world. When the grid finally reboots on day 30, the immediate blackout ends, but the structural damage totals tens of trillions. Because the private banking sector failed to provide cash during the crisis, the public's trust in traditional financial institutions is permanently destroyed. To bypass the collapsed private banks, the state offers a mandatory digital reset via central bank digital currencies. They frame this direct-to-government wallet as the only way to restore liquidity instantly to a starving population. But by moving money directly onto government servers, the state gains the technical ability to monitor every transaction in real time. Because the currency is programmable, they can implement negative interest rates or set expiration dates that force you to spend your savings before they vanish. The 30-day blackout creates a vacuum so large that the only entity capable of filling it is the state. The temporary infrastructure failure becomes the permanent justification for a centralized financial cage. While a total global blackout is a worst-case scenario, you should treat it as a vital stress test for your personal portfolio right now. Look at your assets. If your wealth requires a continuous electrical current and a Wi-Fi connection to exist, you do not actually own it. You are simply leasing it from the infrastructure. True financial self-defense requires taking a baseline percentage of your wealth and diversifying it strictly into tangible, off-grid assets. This means holding physical precious metals outside the banking system and owning real physical property. You don't wait for the storm to hit to buy an umbrella. Build a bridge between the digital efficiency of today and the physical security of tomorrow, so your family is protected no matter what happens to the grid.